Spring has sprung and I am doing my first ever what I got my kids for Easter video. I wanted to do videos like this, especially at Christmas time, like stockings and stuff, for years, but just cannot seem to get myself organized. We are now 2 weeks out from Easter and our bags are full. You can't see them yet, but our baskets are full and it feels so good. So maybe this Christmas will be the year that I get one of those videos out. I have not made a video recently because Christmas was a whirlwind, and then our family went to Colorado in January, got the flu and almost died. Not really, I know it's very serious, but it felt like we were dying because it was intense. For weeks it was intense. And now I don't know if I have another cold or if it's Florida because there's like inches and inches of pollen everywhere right now, and I have been congested for weeks. So now that you want to hear about that, you are here to see what I got my kids for Easter. I have a 7-year-old boy and a 5-year-old boy, so their Easter baskets look quite similar. This is a little peek inside. We keep it pretty even and fair, and if anything, just change like the color of something or whatever. That's just the stage we're at right now. So I will go ahead and dive in. First of all, I'll start with the basket itself. These aren't like the prettiest Easter baskets, but I tend to do, for the last several years, I've either done rain boots as like the Easter basket itself, but those are fairly small, so that's, you know, it's great when they're little. Or beach buckets, like sand buckets for the beach, because those are great. Also kind of small. You can, you know, get a bigger one, but always useful in the springtime. You will see a lot of the stuff that I put in the Easter baskets are things that I would be buying for them anyway coming into summertime. So this time they didn't need rain boots. They didn't need, I don't know why I keep wanting to say Easter basket, but bucket. I can't get it right. They didn't need beach buckets. So I, though, needed some little organization bins here, some bins. So yeah, I took the opportunity. Instead of buying a cheap plastic bin from the dollar store basket, I cannot get the word right. Instead of buying one from the dollar store, that would be a one-time use, which cheap, but one-time use, I decided to use the opportunity to buy it for something that I needed. So we will just dive right in here. Sorry, that took a lot to get out. Let's see, I'll start with a summer thing. I got each of them, and I'll show you if it's the same thing. I'm just going to show it to you once, but if it's different, like for example, we got a blue cup and a green cup, and I may or may not have gotten a pink one in the same pattern. They're so cute. These cups are from the Mum Crew, I believe, M-U-M. They're supposed to be leak proof, and I meant to test it before I started this video, but I forgot. Maybe I'll add a blip in if I remember to test it. But like leak proof, dumping it upside down leak proof. So we shall see. I really thought they were very cute. Could always use a nice metal insulated cup. Thought it was a great size, and yeah, so that's why I got these. Next, this is a fun Eastery thing, and I know different people have different convictions about portraying Jesus in any way, shape, or form. So I do not have that conviction. I'll say that right now. So anyway, these are hot and cold packs, and I did feel like a little bit funny about it. Like I wasn't sure about it for sure, but they're like boo-boo ice or whatever people call them. You know, you like stick them in the freezer whenever your kid bumps their head or something, which happens a lot in my family. You go grab it and put it on their head for a while. And I don't know. I'm still, obviously I bought it, so, so I think I'm a fan. But, I don't know. I thought it was kind of a cool way. It literally is, so it says on the back, it says, share about the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit with these fun cold and heat packs. So the rainbow represents the Father, and on that one it says God makes all things new, and it has a Bible verse for it. Then obviously the dove is for the Holy Spirit, and it says the Holy Spirit comforts, and a Bible verse. And then the picture of Jesus, it says Jesus heals. And there was like a part of me that was like, is this okay? I don't know. But also I think it's a beautiful opportunity to remind your children, like, even the littlest scratches, God created your body to heal, and he is the one who allows that to happen. So it's a fun opportunity to share the gospel, I think, and to share the goodness of God and how he created us. So in one of my kids' baskets, they'll have these, and then in the other one, matching Band-Aids that say Jesus heals. So I thought they were really cool. A unique thing, I have a couple godchildren, and I like to find unique ways to share faith with them, instead of like, because I get them something especially to help their faith grow is my goal every baptismal birthday that they have. And so I am always looking for unique things like this that work their way in, versus just like another devotional that may or may not just sit on the bookshelf, you know? So I was really excited to find these, and I got them for everyone. Last year, for example, we got the Dwell tattoos, which was such a cool thing, and I got that for my kids also. And it's a tattoo way to memorize Bible verses, which is really neat. So yeah, I like finding more unique Christian things instead of just a devotional book or something like that. So that was that. This was a fun beach item. I had never heard of it before. It's called Surfer Dudes. We'll see how well it actually works, but I went online and watched the videos for them, and they look really cool. So there's a lot of different colors. I got mine, the two that looked pretty similar, and I think you can take apart the pieces and like swap different pieces on it, so they might be able to trade back and forth. I'm not sure, but you're supposed to like throw it out into the waves, and then it like flips over into the right position. It's probably weighted or something, and serves back to you. So we'll see. We live in Florida, so we are at the beach as often as we can be, and I like to get some sort of water toy or water splash pad or sprinklers or something that encourages my kids to be outside, because at some point in the summer, maybe even the spring and fall, it gets so hot outside that it's miserable if you're not in the water. So I like to do that. So this will be just, not that they need encouragement to be at the beach, but I thought that was a really cool toy and something I'm excited to check out. I'm sorry, I'm gonna knock down the camera because of that. Okay, this is an Eastery thing. I got these little Peeps Play-Doh sets from Big Lots, which I guess Big Lots is closing. I actually got these like 2 years ago. Meant to give it to them last year. They were on clearance right after Easter 2 years ago for $1 a piece, and I was like, oh, you know what? That's a cute little Play-Doh set with the cookie cutters and stuff in there. Oh, and it says it's marshmallow scented, so that's exciting too. So I'll get that. And then let's see, do another more Christian thing. I also try and get my kids at least, along with something cool on their baptismal birthday. There are so many Christian picture books that a lot of them I think are really awesome and just great ways to teach our kids. And we don't read them every day per se, but my kids are still totally interested in picture books and would sit down with me for a very long time if I let them, just reading one after another. So anytime I hear of any book, I add it to my Goodreads TBR list, which is well over 4,000 and a problem. But I just have a list of any, books I'm interested in on there. So then I will go and just look at like going from oldest to newest, what like the next Christian picture book is. And I tried to get them one on their baptismal birthdays and then also on for Easter, just to put in their Easter baskets. So these were the two that I got this time. Big Thoughts for Little Thinkers, The Trinity by Joey Allen. It's okay. I bought both of these from Thrift Books, so I didn't like vet them very much before buying them because they're really cheap getting them through Thrift Books, and I knew if I didn't like one I could just pick out another. But it's not, I like that it goes through the whole gospel while teaching the Trinity, which I think that's cool, but there's not like any story or anything to this one, so it's fine. And then this is the other one that I got. It says What Am I Feeling by Dr. Josh and Christy Straub. Illustrations by Jane Butler. And I am very excited about this one. I listened to Josh and Christy Straub's podcast, which I can't remember the name of right now, but I'm sure if you searched their name, their last name is Straub, it would probably pull up. I think that they're both counselors, PhD, professor of child psychology, and I think she is also, but I could be wrong. But he or they, I think he wrote an adult version of this book, and then also they wrote this kids version, and it's fantastic. It's really good. It talks a lot about different feelings, but also how feelings don't control us, and how that's like the moral of the story, I think, is that feelings, it's good to name your feelings and that they help you know what to do, but then you can ask God for help, and the feelings don't control you. So love this one. I'm really excited about it. Let's see. Got them both a toothbrush, a bamboo toothbrush. I had just happened to have been talking about bamboo toothbrushes with my mom recently, and I don't know, these just looked fun and springy, and like, they need toothbrushes anyway, so why not pick out one that looks cool and throw it in their Easter basket. These are all, okay, I'll do all of my Thrive Market stuff. So that is a firefighter, and I just found out recently through a fellow firewife that you can get first responders get a free subscription or account or whatever it is, membership I guess would be the right word, to Thrive Market. I had tried them once before and was like, there's some good prices on here, definitely some interesting stuff, but the fee that goes with it just wasn't worth it to me. So then when I found out that first responders get the free membership, I was like, okay, now I'm interested. And I have found quite a few cool things on there. I mostly just get the stuff that's like on sale. I think all of this was. So the toothbrushes were from Thrive. Then I saw these mango sparkling waters, and my kids love all things mango, and they love sparkling waters. So I just got one each for them, just as like a fun little treat. And then I also got these water flavored drops. What was it? Strawberry kiwi with stevia. I don't know if it's clearing up or not. Those were on there. Sometimes we get the ones from Aldi, but I don't I don't want them to not like just plain water. So I let them like get them every now and then. And then yeah, because it doesn't have like any dyes or anything in it. I don't think. I actually don't see ingredients. Oh, I can't. My eyes. Ooh, I can't see it at all. But yeah, so I let them get these every now and then. It's just another fun little treat. And then I got a pack of the Yum Earth Easter candy. So it's jelly beans, bunny gummies, and then different flavored lollipops were in the whole pack together. I bought this a while ago. In fact, I hid it and couldn't find it. And I was like, if I were Easter candy hiding 6 weeks before Easter, where would I hide? But I did finally find it exactly where it should have been in my like future gifts box. So I guess because it was food, I thought maybe I didn't put it there, but that was the safest spot for it. None were eaten before this recording. Now we'll see if any get eaten in the next 2 weeks. Got these. I'm just gonna say I've never bought Yum Earth candy before. The box said that there were 5 gummies, 5 jelly beans, and 10 different lollipops. There were 20 different lollipops and 5 of each of these. So I don't know if that's normal or not, but I was like, whoa, there's definitely candy to spare in here. So that's cool. So that was all of my Thrive Market stuff, my springy finds in there. This is a staple that I do every year. Chocolate cross, always a fun way to remember the reason for the season. This is from Dollar Tree. They used to have bigger chocolate crosses, which is fine. We don't need a giant chocolate cross. And it's actually kind of cool because it's a card. So you could give this to somebody. But I am kind of just disappointed that the options are less, you know. I want to see more Christian things, not less. So yeah, if you know of somewhere else where to buy chocolate crosses from, I think I couldn't even find them at all last year, which I may have just been too late. So instead I bought the little chocolate lambs from Aldi, which I figured like, use the lamb, you know. Jesus is the Lamb of God, so that worked too. All right, so let's see. Okay, a couple more summary things. My kids needed goggles, so I got them these Speedo goggles. Their friends are big swimmers and said that that's the brand to get because we have tried them all and just keep failing. I also, oh, I just smudged it. Got them some polarized sunglasses in the color that their daddy wears, the lens color. These were from Amazon. You could pick out like all kinds of different colors of frames and lenses. It was really cool. And Thad has been getting on us lately about getting on all of us about wearing sunglasses better. And I was looking at it, I was like, you wear sunglasses all the time because you have a croaky on them. So he just wears them all the time. If he goes inside, he keeps them on. And I found these kids ones that came with a croaky. I cannot figure out how to get them on and I don't want to break it. So I'm going to ask for help with that before I mess them up. But I thought these were really cute. My boys are definitely in the stage of matching Thad and everything that they can, and it's very fun. We have that. Those are our summer things. And then just a few clothes items. Thad picked out this shirt for Landon with the cute little iguana on it. This came from Walmart. Landon loves iguanas. For his birthday last year, we were in the Keys and he wanted an iguana themed birthday. And I realize it is very difficult to find iguana themed anything. There's lots of lizard themed stuff that might have an iguana thrown in, or a lot of things that look like chameleons but are called iguanas that aren't really iguanas. So even this, I would say, is almost pushing it. But the tail, I mean, I think that says for sure it's an iguana. So it's really cute, and he knew that he would love it. And then he got Gavin the space shirt just to, you know, keep things even, and Gavin's into space stuff. So he's got two grandpas that are always telling him when the rocket launches are, which we can see from where we live, which is fun in Florida. And I got them each a new golf shirt. These are from Shrimp and Grits Kids. This is the first time I've ever ordered from them, and this is such nice quality. This shirt is, you know, it's like the athletic material, but it's really nice and thick. And it's such a cute pattern. You see the little golf cart and the palm trees. It's so cute. It even has the breathable back on it, which is nice. So they got that. And then the last thing is a new swimsuit. These came from Sam's. We got them matching swimsuits. Every year, they need several swimsuits for the year, but every year I try and get them one matching swimsuit that is super duper bright. So I don't know if you can tell, but it is really, really bright. And we were so excited because Dad loved these shorts. He really liked these little black swimsuit bottoms from Hurley. And then we found the tops were in a different part of Sam's, a different section to match. And they are glowing. So those are just really nice whenever we're at a water park and they have like the big splash pad area where if an adult walks in there, you feel like you're like drowning because there's water coming at you from every direction. It's nice to be able to sit on the outside of those and see your really bright kids that are in the exact same outfit just running through there. And it's just so much easier to find them when they're in bright swimsuits matching. So there you go. I did get this for Dad. Dad loves his Ferrero, and I just thought it was a cute little case. This was from Aldi. I realized afterwards that the back is all cracked, but it's okay. He won't mind because the chocolate's still good. And then, if you didn't notice, this is kind of for me, kind of for everybody. Actually, honestly, I bought myself one of those. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law told me about it. It's one of those floats that's also can be used as a pool. So it's basically like, it's just a really big float, but it's like the size of a person, but it's deep enough, just deep enough to put water in, to lay in. So you're not laying on the dry, just in the dry air. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I think if you look up sun tanning float, I think you'll probably find them. They're everywhere right now. So that hasn't come yet, or else I would show it to you. I'm very excited about it. This is for the whole fam. It's obviously just a shallow little pool, but we had an above ground pool for years, and then it just started falling apart and it became more and more difficult to maintain. So I guess it was the end of summer last year, maybe, or like fall time last year, we decided we could either fix the pool or we could take it down and put in a putting green. So that's what we chose to do. We now have a giant putting green that's like 20 foot wide or something, 20 foot round. That was the size of our pool. And we love it. It's really nice. The boys go out there and play on it. But like I said, in the summer, it just gets so hot here that it's really hard to be motivated to go outside if you're not in the water. And I just thought this pool would be the perfect size for floating in for adults, or like to play around in for the boys. They won't really be able to swim in it, but they might be able to like kick back and forth, and you know, they'll be able to jump around on it and splash, especially if mommy has her own little pool over here that, you know, I won't mind if they're splashing around in here and I get to lay over here in this one. So really excited about this. And yeah, that is pretty much that. So I hope that you all have a wonderful Easter. I am trying to get myself back together again and starting to make more videos. I've got some more ideas for some school ones as we're coming up on the end of the year, and then we'll be starting summer school. But yeah, that's it. Again, have a happy Easter.